1 second. Okay, here we go. Good evening. I'd like to call the order of the St. Charles City Council meeting for Monday, December 18th, 2023. Nance, please call the roll.
Bongard?
Here.
Munns? Here. Gem?
Here.
Lencioni? Petrola?
Here.
Wirball?
Here.
Besner?
Here.
Weber?
Here.
Sulkaitis?
Here.
Folks?
Here.
Thank you. Tonight's invocation will be given by Alderperson Petrillo.
Sorry. Give us clarity in our minds, give us strength in our work, give us discernment in the tasks before us. Be with those who need assistance and help us to be mindful of those needs, and help us to work accordingly to provide remedy. Amen.
You're in an echo chamber.
Oh.
Will you also please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Let's please join me in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, good evening. We have a couple of presentations this evening, and the first is something, do you know how we can get that echo off? Sorry, I'm going to be repetitive for a minute. You got it up there? Oh, Jenna got it.
No, you did it.
Oh, you did it. Well, thank you to whoever did it. We have a couple presentations this evening. The first one is for student recognition. So this is one of my most favorite things to do. It's been a long-standing tradition where we provide a street sign to someone that wins a state championship or state title. So I know Coach Rob Rooney's here, so if you could please come up with me. And we're going to be presenting two students, Maya Townsend and Izzy Boo, both St. Charles North students. Both are juniors and have already gotten a street sign last year, and so they also have one more year to get a potential street sign, so we're counting on you. I know Izzy, she holds the second fastest swim in Illinois history. That's crazy amazing. And then Maya, she swam in Class A ADA, Athletes with Disabilities, and she's a state champion for North as well. So we welcome you both. And whether she knows it or not, your coach is deferring to you to speak this evening. So would you say a few words, please?
I just wanted to say thank you so much for this opportunity to be recognized, and we are so grateful for all that you guys do for this community.
Well, thank you for all you guys do for your school, too. We're very appreciative of you, and congratulations. So without further ado, we're going to give you street signs, but then you also have to stand up here for a picture, too.
Who's taking the picture? Which way do you want to go?
How about this way? Are you both taking the photo? Okay, excellent. Okay, I'll hear
Pictures is mine. Ron. Come on, Ron.
All right, congratulations. Okay, and now I will welcome Jenna Sawicki from the Business Alliance up because she does have a presentation, I believe, with a video and awards to give. Thanks, Jenna.
Hi, I'm Jenna Sawicki. I'm the director of the St. Charles Business Alliance, and I'm happy to present the Electric Christmas Parade Float Awards. But first, we're going to do a recap of this year's Holiday Homecoming event. The 2023 Lighting the Lights featured the St. Charles High School chorales singing from the balcony and the grand lighting of the city's holiday lights from Santa Claus himself. Santa opened his house for visits, and this was a kickoff to the weekend. Saturday's activities included the free showing of Home Alone at the Arcata, free Santa house visits, the St. Charles Holiday Shop Crawl, and the magnificent Electric Christmas Parade. We had wonderful attendance at all of these events over the weekend, over 1,000 people at the Light of the Lights, a record full house at the free holiday movie at the Arcata, and an estimated 33,000 people at the parade. We had great feedback from the businesses from the events and from the community, including some from Pollyanna Brewing, who said there was a very nice bump in business both before and after the parade. One of our biggest nights this fall, and it was great to see people were out and stayed out. The parade would not have happened without our dedication support from our community volunteers. We had over 80 volunteers on parade day, including marshals, pacers, and banner carriers. We are very thankful for each volunteer for helping us make our events the best they can be. And a huge thank you to our Holiday Homecoming Planning Committee, including Commander Tim O'Kasig, Officer Kyle Pop, Victor Pierce, Tony Whitaker, John Hughes, Darlene Reeby, Steve Martin, Jan Wilson, Steve Gibson, Brian McNally, Rose Canfield, and the entire Alliance staff. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a quick recap video. Oh, you're taking it down. It's magic.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was started. All right, so we'll get there. So now we're going to present the awards. On behalf of the St. Charles Business Alliance, I'm pleased to present the 2023 winners for the awards. Once your name is called, please come to the podium to accept the awards, to have your photo taken with Mayor Vitek and Sam and Alexis from St. Charles Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, who are the sponsors for this year's Christmas parade and the holiday homecoming. So come up and you'll stand up here, and then we will take the photo. All right, so we're going to start with our nonprofit showcase. In third place for our nonprofit showcase, we have Anderson Humane. All right, in second place for the nonprofit showcase, we have Support Over Stigma. in first place from the nonprofit showcase, we had St. Charles Park District, who was not able to join us tonight. And then we'll move on to our children's showcase winners. In third place is the St. Charles swim team. Do you want to come back? Oh, perfect. Come get it. There you go. Perfect. All right. In second place for the Children's Showcase, Duet Dance Academy and D2 Dance Company, and they are not here as either. Okay, so we're moving on. So that's second place. And now we'll move on to first place category, which is Cub Scout Troop 150. Moving on to our business showcase category, and in third place we have Foxtown Plumbing. Congratulations. In second place, they were also not able to join us tonight, but we had Blue Peak Tents. We'll give them a round of applause. And then in first place for the business showcase was Garage 31. In show. So for our Best in Show for 2023, congratulations to the VW Vocho Club of Chicago for winning Best of Show. Well deserved. Thank you. Oh, that's a selfie. You don't want that. Thank you. All right, so last but definitely not least, we'd like to present our special award that goes to the St. Charles Fire Department for being our dedicated community partner. What an outstanding job you guys always do decorating the fire truck and incorporating all the holiday fun and music. Congratulations. Congratulations to all the winners. The creativity of the entrance continues to be the best part of the parade. Thank you again to St. Charles Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and to all of our sponsors, volunteers, and organizers. Happy holidays, everyone, and we look forward to seeing you next year.
Okay, Alderperson Besner, the omnibus vote, please.
Yes, thank you. I'd like to make a motion to approve the omnibus vote.
Second.
Moved by Besner, seconded by Wirball. Any questions or comments? Nance, please call the roll.
Bongard?
Yes.
Muntz?
Yes.
Gem?
Yes.
Petula?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Besner?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kultaitis?
Yes.
Folks?
Yes.
Thank you. There is not any old businesses this evening. Under new business, item A, a presentation of a resolution authorizing the purchase of HPE Aruba network equipment maintenance from CDWG for $43,000. I know Director Gunderson has a short introduction on this item.
Thank you, Mayor. The item before the council tonight is a recommendation for approval of an annual maintenance agreement for our network equipment. Network equipment is all the things like network switches, wireless access points that manage and connect all of our computers and telephones together to connect with each other and have digital communications. The network maintenance includes things like 24/7 phone support for systems, replacement of any defective or failing equipment, as well as software maintenance and updates for any of the underlying software that runs the network equipment. And the annual agreement is being purchased with the Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Agreement, which guarantees lowest pricing. So with that, I'll take any questions.
Any questions?
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved by Wirball, seconded by Gem. Mance, please call the roll.
Bongard?
Yes.
Munns?
Yes.
Gem?
Yes.
Petrulla?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Besser?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Folks?
Yes.
Thank you. For items B and C, Director Hannah will provide short introductions on these items. Item B is a presentation of an ordinance abating a portion of the 2023 property tax heretofore levied for the City of St. Charles.
Thank you, Mayor. The first ordinance tonight is the ordinance that will actually abate or eliminate all of the property taxes scheduled to be levied for annual debt service on file with the counties. The total amount of debt service for the upcoming year is $9,852,931 for the 2023 levy year, and sufficient funds are on hand in the general fund, electric fund, water fund, sewer fund, and TIF fund to make those debt payments, which is why this ordinance is before you tonight.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved by Wirball, seconded by Bongard. Nance, please call the roll.
Bongard?
Yes.
Munns?
Yes.
Gem?
Yes.
Petrulla?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Besser?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Folks?
Yes.
Thank you. Item C, a presentation of an ordinance abating the tax heretofore levied for the year 2023 to pay debt service for the Special Service Area 21 SSA 21 bonds for the City of St. Charles. Director Hannah, please.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a second abatement ordinance before you tonight. This relates to SSA 21, established in 1998 to fund various infrastructure improvements in that SSA. They were originally 30-year bonds, and there was a partial redemption done with funds on hand in 2012, which eliminated about 3.5 years of principal payments in 2006, 7, and 8, and partially in 2025. So this ordinance would abate the final debt service payment of property taxes in the amount of $138,613 that's scheduled to be levied for this upcoming year, and as sufficient funds are on hand in the bond project accounts to make those payments.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Okay.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved by Wirball, seconded by Munns. Nance, please call the roll.
Bongard?
Yes.
Munns?
Yes.
Gem?
Yes.
Petrulla?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Besser?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Folks?
Yes.
Thank you. Item B, a presentation of a resolution authorizing me and City Clerk to execute a settlement agreement and general mutual release agreement between the City of St. Charles, Omnitech LLC regarding the reserve of St. Charles Phase 2, Unit 3. Director Colby's available if you have any questions or comments.
I just have a comment. I just want to thank staff again for their hard work in getting this done and holding the developer accountable. So thank you again. With that, I'll move for approval.
Second.
Moved by Wirball, seconded by Petrulla. Any other comments, questions? No? Nance, please call the roll.
Bongard?
Yes.
Munns?
Yes.
Gem?
Yes.
Petrulla?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Besser?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Folks?
Yes.
Thank you. Item E, a presentation of a resolution awarding the bid for the Northwestern Sanitary Trunk Line and Water Main Replacement Project. Tim Wilson will give a brief introduction. Thank you.
This project went out to bid. You see Mark Tam was the lowest bidder of the project. We're bypassing the committee meeting just because we can gain some valuable construction time and we get the project rolling. The contractor is ready to start as soon as possible. So we're estimating we can gain almost a month and a half. There is a significant amount of tree removal that will occur with this project. We will be notifying residents soon about this project. It's along State Street between North 9th Street and North 6th Street. Any questions?
Yes, you have a question.
What is the time frame as far as when you start to the completion time? How long do you think this is going to take?
Because we're moving so fast, I mean, I'll be able to have a real detailed conversation with the contractor, but ideally we start construction in January. We'll probably get done with all the underground work, a little bit of delay, and then pave around May.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other, yes, Alderman.
Yeah, thank you. I noticed that we're $155,000 over budget, but I see no information as to why or where the money's coming from to cover the shortfall.
So it's a little bit of a different way we're budgeting. We're not budgeting the entire project in this year. We'll budget most of the project in this year and some of the project after May 1st to cover the pavement.
If you could include that in your next summary, that way I understand why.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anything else?
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved by Petrola, seconded by Wirball. Nance, please call the roll.
Bungard?
Yes.
Munns?
Yes.
Gem?
Yes.
Petrola?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Fesner?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Folks?
Yes.
Thank you. Committee reports, Government Operations, Alderman Weber, anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Government Services, Alderman Bungard, anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
And Planning and Development, Alderman Gem, anything?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, at this point, we welcome public comment, so please step up to the podium and state your name if you have a comment this evening.
Hello, my name is Richard Cochran. I'm here to talk about the IMEA contract. I'd like to refer to a Tribune article dated 11/23 about how deadly soot from coal-fired power plants is. The article mentions a study that shows that coal plant soot contributed to 460,000 American deaths in the last 20 years, 25,000 in Illinois. Although the annual rate of deaths has declined in recent years because of plant closures, clean air regulations, competition from gas-fired power plants, and legal pressure from environmental groups, 1,600 still perish each year. Breathing even a small amount can inflame the lungs and trigger asthma attacks. According to the website Gem Wiki, Prairie State has received a zoning variance from Washington County to build a 720-acre coal ash landfill on flat farmland near the plant, which would result in a 250-foot-high pile of dry coal ash. Prairie State says it will line the landfill, but its methods are questionable. My point here is that what will that waste do to the groundwater and the aquifer? I understand there are hundreds, if not thousands, of jobs dependent on this plant, but shouldn't we be concerned about their health also? As you are aware, the IMEA receives most of the energy it provides from coal-fired plants in Illinois and Kentucky. We believe that more research, consultation, and negotiation should be done to either convince the IMEA to find more renewable energy resources and/or nuclear or whatever technology may bring in the future to supply St. Charles, or St. Charles should find another supplier. We also understand that Prairie is planning to rely on carbon capture to reach its net zero portfolio by 2050. This is an unproven and unsafe method to be used for the amount of carbon produced by Prairie State. I myself have 28 solar panels and a battery backup. It wasn't cheap, but I felt that I needed to do that to use as little coal as possible. I have an electric car and a lawnmower, which I try to charge when the sun is shining. In other words, I'm doing my part to reduce my carbon footprint. I'd appreciate if you could do your parts and not sign the IME contract in its present state. Remember also the state and the federal governments have mandates to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and may close these plants. We should be prepared. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments?
Tom Anderson, 712 Horn. I wish you all Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And if this is the last and no public comment or council comment comes back, we're going to get out of here by 7:30. All right. I'm here, number one, a compliment. I noticed lately that stop signs have got an orange sign, a yellow sign underneath that says cross traffic does not stop. I don't know how long this has been going on, but I just noticed them lately. Very good idea, whoever put it together. Thank you, Council. So I thought I'd start with that. The next comment, I've got 4 different notes. Number 1, the sidewalk gaps in town. I think every street deserves sidewalks, and there's 2 gaps that are missing that need sidewalks. One's in the 5th ward and the other's in the 4th ward. The other wards can vote in favor of it if they like. Anyway, on Route 64 from the post office going to Campton Hills Road, there's no sidewalk. Older development along there. And if you live in Harvest Hills or in Renault Manor, the way you get to Aldi's or the post office walking is you go down to Peck Road, cross 64, go down the street that goes behind Aldi's, come across, go at the light at Oak and go to the post office and go home the same way walking. You got to go west before and go north before you can ever just come straight east to go. I think that's a big gap that should be addressed, and I'm mentioning that comment here. The other one is on Route 31 between State Street and the old railroad bridge crossing. Part of that section has no sidewalk. Don't have to walk on 31, everybody walks on a private parking lot. But there's no sidewalk again. So I think that's 2 basic sidewalk gaps that I think the city could address. Number 2, the bike plan. I was asked to be on that committee, and the council said all of us are supposed to go home and be advocates of a bike. So I guess I'm an advocate. The committee came up with a nice plan. I think you've all seen the plan. And at this point, they called it low-hanging fruit. And that low-hanging fruit is putting up signs and paint the streets. The city started it already. I mean, it looks nice up on Fox Chase Boulevard where it's painted streets. But going forward on that, how can we get more done? And it all depends on the budget. So my next point is going to be a way we public can add to the budget. Hear that, Peter? The public can add to the budget so that more signs and streets can get painted, and that could be by having a bike pedestrian committee and kind of coined the name Streets, Share the Streets. St. Charles, share the streets, not the road. That's standard all over. Share the streets. If a committee is organized, and it could be done by like the First Street Initiative, public and private citizens involved. And the public, it's all public property, public develops it, but the private, then you're looking for donations. Well, got some ideas of how could donate to signs. The signs could then help the budget, and more awareness of the streets could be, or sidewalks, excuse me, of the bike routes could be done faster. That committee could also be doing the education of drivers and bikers. Maybe, Chief, we could have a program going and have a special thing with the police department about bikers and drivers. I've talked to bike shop owners, and they're all in favor of having bike safety programs. We ought to have deals for lights and vests and things that are supposed to be on bicycles that aren't. I mean, somebody was killed right in the middle of Main Street here a month or so ago. Didn't have a light, dark, and the poor driver didn't have a chance and just hit the pedestrian. So that could be done, how we address it, but a committee to go forward with that, working together. And the last comment I make is a festival in June, maybe the second weekend. I speak from experience for 20 plus years who ran the River Fest on the second weekend of June, which is the weekend before Swedish Days. We have an opportunity in town with our brand-new First Street, what do we call it, plaza, I guess, and the pergola's all going up in white. I mean, it's really making a nice statement, and it's doing a good job. And I'm sure the Alliance has got all sorts of ideas for that, but so, there. Anyway, I mean, it'll be actively used, but an idea could be for that weekend, maybe it's Riverfest redone, maybe it's at that event and you got all stuff along the river again, and maybe dragon boats come back. So I leave you with those 4 ideas, and for the end of the year, and since it's not a question and answer, there's no comments coming back to me, I move the meeting's adjourned.
Thank you for your comment. Anyone else have a public comment? No? Okay, I just have a couple things. Again, city offices will be closed on the 22nd and 25th. Merry Christmas for those who celebrate, and January 1st, Happy New Year for the holidays. Government services on, obviously, December 25th is also canceled, and we as a body are not going to be meeting till way after the new year because our January 2nd meeting is canceled. And then also, as Mr. Anderson mentioned, First Street Plaza, save the date, the First Street Plaza ribbon cutting will be on the evening of Wednesday the 24th. So more details will be coming out if you haven't seen that already. Does anyone on council have a comment? Yes, Mr.
I do. Happy birthday to our mayor tonight. Happy birthday, Mayor. Back there.
Thank you for that. Anyone else? No? Anything from staff?
On behalf of all the staff, we would just like to wish the mayor, council, and all the residents a happy holidays and happy new year.
Yes, thank you. Yes, happy holidays, happy new year to everyone. No executive session this evening, so I just need a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
Move from Besner, seconded by Petrilla. Nance, please call the roll.
Bongard?
Yes.
Munns? Yes. Gem?
Yes.
Petrilla?
Yes.
Wirbal?
Yes.
Besner?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Folks?
Yes.